And we are back, and today we have Mr. Griffin Key on the show. Griffin, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Glad to be on.
So it's been a minute. I think your last fight was with us was November, and you had a boxing match since then. You won that. You beat a multiple-time tough man champion in his sport. Had some injuries, so kind of derailed you there for a little while. I guess boxing was about all you could do for a bit.
Yeah.
Tell us about tell us about your training and everything. What's going on since your last fight?
Well, after the Czar fight, I was disappointed because of how it went down. Because I felt like I could have fought a better fight, and I had moments in there. You know what I mean? He was just going up against a stud like that. I knew he was going to be good. He did a good job. But after that, I was like, all right, let's just take a step back and get better at this. You know what I'm saying? See what I need to work on. And I had a couple hamstring injuries that were back to back. And the hamstring is, you just have to let the hamstring heal. You can't really do nothing about it. You just have to let it heal. So that was a couple months just by itself. So I was just getting past the hamstring injury and just looking forward to get back into an MMA match.
So, yes, you fought an elite wrestler. Your first fight, you fought a guy who was a little more balanced. He was okay to strike with you, and I guess until he realized you were pretty dangerous on your feet, then he started looking for the takedown. Then the second fight, you fight a pure wrestler. I mean, Czar can stand up, but Czar always has that wrestling in his back pocket. So, and now you're going into a fight with a guy who, from what I understand, is more on your level. Looking to strike. The guy's dangerous on his feet because he's got a blue or purple belt in jiu-jitsu and he can wrestle, but he wants to stand. He wants to stand and bang, and most people don't want to stand with him, and now you do. So what's it like going into a fight and knowing this guy is wanting to stand with you?
I like the idea of it. I respect this guy. I've seen him. I've seen his stuff. He looks pretty good, bro. Like he looks like he's, he knows what he's doing. But I never go into fights anymore thinking that they're going to do this for sure, set in stone. So if he shoots, if he wants to start a grappling match, I'll be prepared for it because I've been preparing for that. So, it's exciting though. I'd like to have just one of those fight of the night type fights because I like having those fights. So I'll be ready for it.
Well, I hope it happens, man. I mean, I know that's a thing. People will come out and Eric Kuhn did it in one of his last fights. They were two karate guys. We thought they were going to stand and bang, and then Kuhn just turned it into a wrestling match. Took the decision. No, he finished the fight, but it was mostly a wrestling match for 3 rounds, and two karate guys wrestling. So I'm hoping that it turns into what I think it's going to turn into.
Well,
I mean, just
on my end, it's 100% going to be that way because I am not looking to wrestle. I am looking to kick the fuck out of somebody, to punch them. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking in there to put damage on you, bro. I'm not trying to take it to the ground. But I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, I mean, I might go for a submission. I don't know, but I'd rather have one of those fight of the night fights.
I know you've been working on it because I mean, at least the defense part of it, because you get in there and everybody's wanting to take you down. I mean, they realize, all right, this guy can knock me out. I need to put him on the ground so I have a better chance to win. So I know, especially after that fight with Czar, I know you said wrestling was like a big part of your, everyday practice. So I know you're going to have it there. Let's see. One thing. How hard has it been to focus on your fight coming up? Just knowing that we're a month away from NCAA 25.
It's been hard to focus, but I've really been thinking of it like, all right, train really hard, and then you can take that month off and just play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to beat Florida State run out there with Renegade, so that's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna play you, man. I haven't played that game in probably 10 years now. We did NCAA 14. We did a dynasty that lasted a few years because we never got that 15 version, but we were still playing 14 for a while. I had to keep the old Xbox 360 hooked up, beside my Xbox One.
So just to get that NCAA gameplay in.
Yep. I miss it, man. I'm ready. I'm getting tired of playing Retro Bowl college version on my phone.
Right, yeah. Literally.
I'm ready.
Ready to go for the updated version.
I am ready, man. I am ready for the new game.
I'm ready for the season in general.
Yeah, I got my UK season tickets ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the 10-yard line. I think row 21.
Let's go.
Last year I was upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
ready, man. Ready for some college football. Um, got Madden pre-ordered. Got college football pre-ordered. I mean, I only got Madden because it was part of that package deal with the
Ah,
colleges.
damn! What the hell?
But I mean, I even play. Gavin plays it. I mean, I play it. God, dog, I'm excited for college football, man. That's why we don't have any fights in September and October. Oh shoot, what's going on with my computer? Okay, I'm good.
We're good.
My phone fell. My phone fell and hit the keyboard. I don't know what happened. I don't know
All
what this
good.
thing is, but I'm gonna hit cancel on it. Okay, we're good. We're back. I'm back anyway. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Freaking college football, man. Yeah, got me derailed on the interview here. Hey,
Right. Yeah.
back to the fight stuff. I want to bring up. I'm gonna bring up a video of your MMA debut when you fought Crabtree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play the second round. Talk me through the video here. Tell us what's going on. Just whatever you want, man, in your own words here.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right.
So just want to say first off, both of my MMA fights I've been in great shape for. Like I never felt tired in any of the fights. So we come out. I knew I was a little bit hesitant in the first round, and I figured he would throw the hands more, so I was trying to catch him with the counters, but he wasn't really throwing. So he was doing a good job with the kicks though, which is something I did not anticipate. I did not anticipate him to be a kicker, but you see, I threw that good spinning back fist right there. Started catching on to those little body kicks he was throwing. But I didn't want to shoot. I didn't want to overshoot because of that, because I knew he was going to try to shoot if I committed. But he did a good job of kicking the legs. That was a good game plan from him.
He's got an all-around game there.
Yeah. And like I said, he did a good job to kick, something I did not expect. Did not expect him to be throwing kicks at all. But see, every time he was throwing, I was tagging him. Every time. I was ready. I was ready to step back on him every time. So that was smart for him throwing the kicks and staying away. But something I wish I would have done more is opened up my kicks, because I have really good kicks. I just haven't really got to show them yet.
Expecting the takedown and
Yeah, exactly. Just a bad matchup to throw. And see, I was perfectly timed. I committed really hard on the left hand, and he did a good job of taking me down. But I immediately felt stronger than him. When we were down, I just immediately felt stronger with him. I just picked him up and put him back in my guard right here. But he did a good job of not letting me get both hands in. But see, right here, making minor mistakes, like it's a bad triangle attempt. Got to clear the other arm and throw the other one up there, you know. So, but I
yeah.
was landing big shots from the bottom right here. A lot of people couldn't see it because they weren't close up, but I was actually punching him pretty hard from the ground. And as you see, that's why he disengaged, because he was getting hit from the bottom.
Oh,
And then that spinning back kick was perfectly timed. He threw a body kick, and I just let it go at the right time.
I'm gonna rewind to that again.
That's probably the best kick in NLC history. Probably.
That's definitely one of the best timed.
Look at that. Boom.
Oh, if his arm hadn't been there,
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
because I believe you got his arm too.
I wish I'd have swung all the way through.
Oh
Boom.
yeah,
But
I believe it hit his arm it clipped his arm and then got his head.
yeah. Yeah, it was a good round right there, but I immediately knew once I got back up, I was like, I gotta
Yeah,
hit him with something good here. That's just something though, like, even if I'm losing, bro, I'm gonna always be trying to find a way to win. No matter what. That's why I'm also
so
taking on the best guys at all times. I'm always trying to fight the absolute best guys. I don't want any easy fights. Always looking for the toughest fight I can get, and that's only going to make me better as my career goes on.
man, you've never said no to any fight we've offered. You've taken anything. I know from the beginning, before Denzel Chapman went pro, that was a fight you were after.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
and
boxing match that was supposed to take place. That was going to blow the roof off the place, but fell through. Wasn't on my end though. I was ready. I was
yeah,
ready to go down. So
he's still wanting it. He's still wanting it. He's at the pro level now, and he's waiting on you. But he told me he still wants that fight.
yeah, it looks like
Hey,
I'm fighting every one of his teammates. Every single fight. Every single fight is one of his teammates. So
yeah.
but you know what? I like it though. I like the competitive vibe it puts on every fight because if we ever meet, whether it be MMA or boxing, it'll just add more to the story. So I like
Oh
it.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's got more teammates, so we can get some more of them set up before you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
pro.
yeah. Seems like
Catch a few more on the way.
yeah.
He's got his teammate Shahid Hayward fighting Roman Belcher on this card, kickboxing.
Mm. Should be good.
Shahid,
I seen a little bit about that Roman guy. He's a long fucking guy, man.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
legit, man. And
he
I
looks
believe
good.
I've never seen anything on his grappling, but he's an all around guy. His boxing, he's like, I don't know, 8-0, 7-0, something, maybe
Mm-hmm.
6. I don't know.
Yeah, I've
He's
seen him.
fought.
He looks good, man. He looks like
Yeah,
he's a good fighter.
he just had a draw in kickboxing.
Mm.
He won the first. I don't know if it was the first and second, got knocked down the third, or he won the first and third and got knocked down the second. But I think he won the first and second and got knocked down the third and then got up and did well. But I mean, he was fighting another guy. I mean, two of our best kickboxers at 155, and I know once you get active in kickboxing, you'll be right in the mix there as well. And that 155 amateur kickboxing division is deep. I mean, we're like 7-8 guys deep as far as guys that could hold that title. I mean, really good fighters with James Barney at the top, sitting there at 6-1 right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of good guys that are right there. You know what I mean? I'm seeing them all over the place. NLC's getting deep. There's getting a lot better
Yeah.
fighters showing up. You know, especially from when I first started a couple years ago. I mean, it's just grown so much. There's so many more good fighters in there now, and that's just great for the business. I like it.
Yeah.
I love seeing guys like that. Like, there's no animosity between me or any of those guys. I like to see all these guys succeed because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're in here to get each other better and just continue to the next stage. So I like it. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting tired of fighting nothing but Denzel Chapman teammates. Every single fight is a Denzel Chapman teammate. Every single one. I mean, there's got to be another gym around somewhere. There's got to be another one.
We'll get you with these Kentucky boys. There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get through this fight and then see what's next. So, what's your prediction on this fight?
I used to like to go in there and just go for the finish, but I did that against Trigger Trey, and when you're fighting somebody else that's good, it's hard to get out of the first round and then win the rest of the fight. You got to go in, attack him, but be mindful that this could go all the way. And I've seen this guy; he looks pretty good. I think I'm faster than him. I think I have better weapons than he does. But we'll have to see when we get in there. I think I'm going to thump him around with some kicks. But we'll see. I know he's going to try to kick me, but it's going to be a game of tag you're it. We'll see who gets tagged first.
Yeah, just want to come out, try to win every exchange. Don't blow your load on at any point. Trying to finish and just try to win every second of that fight.
And another thing, I mean, I've never been in better shape. I remember for the Azar fight, I felt like I was in great shape. Even when we got off on the stool in the third round, I really felt like I was going to win the fight. I believed it. I was like, man, I'm going to go get this. And I could have. I mean, there was a moment I had him rocked up against the fence. I should have let it go. But that's the thing. I gotta balance this. I gotta stop being so technical all the time and sometimes let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to continue forward and keep finding that mix.
It's a hard thing to do, but yeah, in these amateur fights, you're learning. That's a good thing. You haven't transitioned to pro yet because you're still learning something every fight. Like you learned a lot in that fight with Czar.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like watching that last fight you had, you learned as it went because you fought a dude who had I don't know his boxing record. The guy you fought in March,
Mm-hmm.
guy was I've seen him fight a lot, but as that fight went on, man, just you picked it up.
Yeah, and the
Took
thing
home.
was, I was going into it. This is something. This is something. My hamstring was giving me problems in the back. I was warming up, and I was like, man, I mean, my hamstring is hurting right now. I was like, this is crazy because like I felt good
Yeah,
all the way up to it, but then uh, I was warming up in the back. My hamstring was hurting. I was like, bro, this is crazy. And I was already sick. Like I literally had tissue paper with me in the back, blowing my nose before I even
hmm
walked out there. So I was really sick. And I remember after the first round, I was like, man, I'm feeling kind of gassed right now. But I was like, but I knew I was like, I wanted one of those trophies, bro. I seen the trophies on the side. It
yeah.
was one of those
Oh, those
trophies.
are
I
nice.
said, man, I'm getting one of those. I don't care what I got to do. I'm getting one of them. So,
Steve Neal has the best trophies I've seen anywhere.
that was my
Made
motivation,
out of
bro. I
coal.
swear.
Yeah,
Third
made out of
third
West
round
Virginia
going out, I
coal.
was like, oh, I'm getting one of those. I ain't letting him take this from me. Yeah.
That was a good win, man. I mean, that was like your fourth boxing match ever,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how many he's had. I've seen him fight myself. I've seen him fight at least 6 or 7. I don't know how many he's got, but I know he's got a ton of experience.
Oh yeah, I could
I've
tell he had
never. That's the
experience.
only time I've ever seen him lose was with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, the difference there, he was more of a pure boxer, like that boxing technique, but you were just too fast for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it was. You were just way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think early in that fight, that was shocking to him that you were hitting him the way you were, the way you were closing the distance and touching him a lot, and then he wasn't able to respond to it. I mean, you would come in, boom, boom, he'd go to hit you back, you were gone.
Right.
So
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I figured that I would be faster than him because I've seen a lot of his stuff. I figured I was going to be
yeah,
faster than him. But he was good though, man. He had a chin. I fucking cracked him like a lot,
yeah,
and he just kept coming. I was like, all right, well, it's obviously going to decision because he ain't
yeah.
going nowhere. But you know, it is what it is.
I don't even remember his name, but he'll be pro. He'll be pro soon. I'm sure. He's good. He's legit. One of the better
Mm-hmm.
pro boxers in
Yeah,
this
he was tough.
area. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And he's one of those fighters. I feel like he gets better as the rounds goes on.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
He, I think his best round probably was the third round, but still, I mean, you were just too explosive, too quick.
Yeah,
But
I'm not gonna lie. I was like looking left and right. I was like, man, that's been about 40 seconds, something like that. I was like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I was feeling a little gas, but it is what it is.
yeah. You took that on a short notice. They were looking for somebody, and I just hit you up. I knew you'd been wanting to fight. I said, hey, man, there's a fight like in 2 days if you're not busy.
How
Like, all
many
right, let's
times
do
has
it.
that happened? I mean,
Yeah,
every time you hit me up and it's a fight, man, I just can't say no. It's like the competitive side
yeah.
of me. The smart thing would be say, no, you need to prepare a little bit more. You need to get a little bit better. I'm like, just throw me in there, bro. I'll go take care of
Hey,
business.
at this level, do it, man. I mean, it's about the experience. I mean, once you go pro, you're 0-0 again. You're
Right,
starting
exactly.
over.
That's my mindset. Like
So
I said, like at the amateur level, I don't really even take losses serious because it's
yeah,
like, you know, it is what it is. But what I do take serious is going in and taking losses and taking big damage. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I'm not the type of guy who's going to take big damage because I'm not the type of guy who just takes offense first. If you look at any
Right.
of my fights, I'm not taking anything significant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking
Yeah.
any big shots. And I've been in there with some good guys. I've been in there with Czar Parrish, who's finished every single person he's fought. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there with Trigger
hmm
Trey, who literally probably has 30 finishes on his amateur resume. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That dude was an animal. I mean, he was just finishing everybody. Uh,
Trey's the best in this area for sure. At
yeah,
his weight,
100%.
he's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And I honestly, I felt like I was doing pretty good that fight. Like the first round, I jumped on him a
Mm.
little too hard because he was in my head. I wanted to kill him. But the second round, he stole it from me. Low key, I was winning the second round. He stole it from me
Yeah.
at the end. But you know, it is what it is. It was a good experience. It showed me that
Yeah.
you know there's levels and I had to get better.
Yeah. He figured out how to counter your speed, then it was the fight started to turn his way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts.
And then yeah.
And something else I didn't do against him is I didn't hit the body enough. When you're
Yeah.
fighting somebody, a tall guy like that, you can't just headhunt. You got to hit where
Yeah.
you can hit easy, which is to the body. A couple times
Yeah.
I hit him to the body, and his hands were dropping. His hands were
hmm
dropping, so it made it a little bit easier to hit him. And that was the second round they stole from me. But you know, it is what it is. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it. It was a good fight.
That was a good fight, man. Really good learning experience. I feel like that that fight with Trey is probably what helps you win the fight you just had in March. That
Mm-hmm.
experience from the Trey fight.
Oh yeah, and plus I took that fight because what I originally was going to do was when I was going to fight him in June. I think it was June or August, one of the two. We were supposed to be in Charleston, but we didn't. Ended up not selling enough tickets. Bro, I was in fucking shape. I really was. Like I had done a 12-round Shark Tank, and I was feeling good. And I had a different game plan for him. It was a totally different game plan. But then after that fell out, I was kind of in the mindset like, all right, well, I'm just going to kind of scrap that. I want to focus on MMA. And then as a couple months went by, I kind of had like slacked off the training a little bit. I wasn't as dedicated and as hungry. And then when we said we were still gonna fight, I was like, man, well, I just got to go through with it because plus it was you and Chase on the merger. So I was like, oh well, I got to give a good scrap there. I got to put on. So came in with a different game plan. Wish I would have done a couple things different, but like you said, it was a good experience.
Right. Man, I believe that's all I got for today. Any last words? Any last words you have for this fight coming up?
I hope it's a great fight. I've been wanting to have a fight that's just like, man, who's going to win this? You know what I'm saying? Coming down to the third round, who's going to give it more? I want an explosive back and forth fight. I don't want to have a fight that's easy or, a fight that's just, because this is the amateurs. I'm trying to push myself and test myself.
Yeah.
So I hope this guy fucking comes out and is just as good as I am because I want that. I thrive in those competitive moments. I love being in those tough fights. So I hope this is another one. And respect to him because, like I said, this is going to be my toughest fight 100%. I think this guy's almost there at my level. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? 10 years, literally. Dude's 30 years old. So dude's been doing it for 10 years. But, I mean, I know I just, technically started training when 2 or 3 years ago, bro. But we've been doing backyard fighting since I was, 13 years old, bro. And we used to have crowds, bro. I'm talking crowds. 20, 30 people show up to see me lose. Because I was the mouth, bro. I come out talking trash to everybody, come get some. So, I'm used to being the guy that everybody wants to see lose. So, it's nothing to me. I walk out there with the same mentality every time. I'm going to give it all, and I hope he brings it, because I'm going to.
You're going to Bridgeport. The crowd there is wanting to see you lose. So, yeah, you're ready for it.
100%. Yeah.
Well, man, I look forward to seeing you in the cage here in 2 weeks. I'm going to catch you on the Xbox sticks here next month. Whoop that ass on some college football. So
I don't know. I'm the self-proclaimed NCAA GOAT. So
Florida State's going down. I don't know who I'm going to be yet. I know I can't do it with WVU, but
hey, you might. You never know.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, everybody, thanks for watching. We got 2 weeks. Bridgeport on the 29th. Catch Griffin here fighting Brandon Swaney. New Line Cage Fighting 25. You can get your tickets at newlinecagefighting.com. Make sure you tag this man so he gets credit for the sales.
Yes, sir.
Whether you want to come out and see him win or lose, give him credit for those tickets.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.